Start Today is sponsored by Halo Collar, a GPS dog fence.
Move it. Good morning again, everybody. It is National Dog Week, and we are kicking things off right here on the plaza with a special edition of Start Today, sponsored by Halo Collar, which Bosco's wearing right here. What better way to get fit than with our furry best friends and my dog, Bosco, and dog trainer Andrea Arden is going to show us fun, easy, and safe ways to get moving with our pups. Hi.
Hi.
Bosco's,
You're adorable.
Bosco's shaking, but she's just nervous. She's totally fine.
First time on camera.
First time, yeah.
Yes.
I've never actually exercised with Bosco before, but you say there are easy, fun ways to do that with your pet.
Absolutely. And I think, one of the things that's so great about pets as part of our lives is that they help us to be healthier.
Yes.
Not only socially, but also physically. They encourage us to get outside, to be more active.
Yeah,
One of the most important things, though, is to make sure that you consult with your veterinarian before you start any fitness program with your pet.
Let's start with the basics, though. I mean, what are some easy ways to take our four-legged friends out on a walk, maybe even a run?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think, the obvious stuff is that we go running with our pets. We take them for long walks. I think one of the ways that you can really simply sort of up your game is to just change the route. Sometimes we get into a habit and we just go around the block and we let them go to the bathroom, we come home. It's like just, take them in a different direction. Let them enjoy the activity of different smells, different sights.
Yeah, and you recommend a walking guide or something like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about keeping them hydrated here, Andrew. What are some
So this
best
is really
practices?
important, and I want to say this is really important regardless of the time of year. Hydration is important, and it's also important to remember that our pets will keep going with us. They'll be super enthusiastic even if they get overtired. So it's our job as pet parents to really step in, to give them rest breaks, to make sure that they're properly hydrated. Even if they still seem enthusiastic, it's your job to step in and tell them, no, it's time for you to take a rest break.
Bosco? What did Bosco
Bosco's
go?
left. Bosco's
Bosco
left
made
the
a
game.
friend.
Yes.
Bosco's gone.
Clean that up.
So one of the other things that I said,
Sorry.
one of the other things that I suggest to people is that they consider that the two things that most of us like to do with our pets most is play a game of fetch, right? And there's lots of toys we can use, but one of the ways that we can better include ourselves in a fitness program along with our dogs is that when we take a toy and we toss it for them to fetch, why not, while they're running to get the toy, take that as an opportunity for us to do a little fitness? Whether it's doing a squat or a lunge or some sort of calisthenic activity.
I've actually done that before.
You have?
We'll walk, and then I'll start doing the squats.
It's just a good way for you both to get fit together. Absolutely.
Let's go. Bosco's deaf, so she can't really hear
Bosco's trying to find any drop
She's trying to figure out. Here, Bosco.
What's an easy go-to workout?
Right, okay.
Andrea, again, what's your name?
Okay, is this not the cutest thing you've ever seen?
I mean,
Adorable.
talk about
yes,
personality.
An old English sheepdog. So here's an example of doing something that we traditionally think of as an activity for people with your dogs. You can use the same yoga devices, the same fitness devices or equipment with our dogs as we use. You can get them to do a simple exercise like stretching by teaching them to put their front feet onto the device and then maybe going down, or even having them stand up and then do a play bow so that they're fully stretching their body. It's one of the ways that we can help to keep them fit and active into their senior years like Bosco.
I mean, what I was going to say, it's like for a dog like Bosco, not to, Bosco's 14.
Bosco's over here.
Bosco's 14. She's an older dog. Are there ways to kind of keep her healthy as she ages?
Absolutely. So one of the things I'm going to suggest with a dog like Bosco is that you do a lot of stretching activities. So for example, if you take a tiny little treat and you just move it around so that she turns from one way to the other, she's stretching the whole side of her body, right? It's a good way to keep her joints in good shape and
her
keep
limber.
her muscles limber.
Hi, Bosco. Hi.
She's smelling.
Angela, that was great.
Everything.
Well, thank
that was
you.
really cool.
I think the great part is that we get to spend time with all these dogs that are showing off how much fun you can have doing really simple activities with them. It really doesn't take a lot to just tweak a routine to better include dogs into our own routine.
And they all seem to be very active right now, so this is great.
I think so. Bosco is really active.
Yeah, she just got a haircut. When she gets a haircut,
She's like,
she
I'm
feels
feeling
really,
good.
really
Thank
good about
you.
herself.
Thank
you
you
so
guys
much
so
for
much.
joining us,
Thanks, you
guys. We'll be
guys.
right back. Come here, Bosco.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.